your girl LaQuisha Jackson, and today we are gonna make some seafood mac and cheese. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, you guys, I currently have my pasta boiling. I'm using elbow noodles. Whatever pasta you decide to use, just make sure that you follow the instructions on the box, okay? So I decided to use elbow noodles, but you can use whatever you prefer. There's no rules to whatever type of pasta you want to use. Here I have some large shrimp that I'm going to put into my macaroni pasta, and I'm going to season it with a little Creole seasoning. You can use whatever type of seasoning you prefer, okay? A little garlic powder, okay? A little black pepper, and some Old Bay, okay? Just make sure that you use the Old Bay for the shrimp. Don't call Old Bay. Don't call your Old Bays. Just use Old Bay for the shrimp, okay? You just want to mix that around, season that really well, and just set that aside for just a minute. Here, I have butter already melted. I have a half a stick of butter melted, okay? And I'm gonna add a couple of teaspoons of flour. We're gonna start with 2, okay? I'm gonna whisk this together because right now we're gonna make a roux. And this is the thickener for the cheese sauce. Okay, you see that there? You see that there? You see that there? All right. And we're gonna add some heavy whipping cream, okay? This is a cup of heavy whipping. We're gonna whip that there. Y'all see that there? It's very important. The flour plays a major part in the cheese sauce because it's a thickening agent, and it just helps make that cheese sauce really, really creamy. Now you can use whatever type of cheese you want for your macaroni and cheese. Sometimes I just use whatever. I mix it up. I use all different types of cheeses. But today I am using a little bit of the Monster cheese. I hope I'm saying that right. And I got some cheddar cheese in here. Some Tillamook. You know what that is? Some Tillamook? Tillamook. That's what I'm using today. But again, you can mix it with all kinds, and I actually might add more in as I go. But that's what I'm doing today. So here, you see this here? I'm putting all the cheeses in here. And you can shred your cheese if you want. I decided to use, I just decided to cut it into chunks because I decided to do that. I just do what I feel. I do as I please. And I'm going to add a little bit of milk. This is a cup of milk, but I'm gonna add about a half a cup, okay? And so I'm just gonna let this cook down, and I'll be back to show you when it's all blended in. Look at this cheese sauce. Of course, it's still melting. I got a few more chunks in here that needs to melt down, but I just wanted you all to see. Y'all can see that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little paprika in here. Okay, about a tablespoon of that. And probably about a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. You see that? Ooh, it's smelling so delish. Okay. I'm gonna add another little bit of this garlic seasoning because I love it. Because I love it. Y'all, can y'all see that? It is thebomb.com. Find something else to kind of get y'all to see this sauce. Look at that. Look at that creaminess. And it's very important, you guys, that you keep stirring the cheese sauce because the butter and the flour will burn at the bottom of your pan if you don't. You have to. You want to keep it on a low heat, not a high heat, because it will burn. So I'm gonna give this just a few more minutes, but I wanted to show you the little extra seasonings that I put in the cheese sauce. Look at this cheese sauce. Y'all see that? Look at that. Don't play with me. Don't do it. Just trust. Trust. I always say that. Look, trust the process. Trust the process. Okay, so the cheese sauce is ready. What I'm gonna do here is gonna add some elbow noodles. Okay. Put a little shrimp in now. A little shrimp. Now this is all the shrimp I had today. But I mean, if you got more shrimp, use more shrimp. So I'm gonna put 4 right here. I'm gonna use 4 on the top layer. And then I also have some crab meat here, okay? This is about 16 ounces of crab meat. Put that there. Put that there, just like that. Just like so. Just like so. Okay? Because you want this to be meaty. You want to be able to taste the meat in every bite. Okay? And then, hold that thought. We're going to add some cheese sauce to it. Now, some people put their elbow noodles in the cheese first, and you can do that if you want to. That's totally up to you how you want to do it. But I'm not doing mine that way. Okay. That a little messy. I'm going to add some cheese on top of some cheese. Some cheese on top of some cheese, y'all. But we want this cheesy. We want this cheesy, baby. Okay. We want that cheesy. And then we're going to add the rest of the noodles right on top there. And if you pre-cook your noodles, just a tip, if you pre-cook your noodles in advance like I did, and if they start to stick, just add a little olive oil to them. Just a little bit. And it will, you know, loosen them up, okay? All right, let me just go ahead and do this. Okay, just like so. Okay, we're gonna add this meat here. I really do, y'all, I love gloves, I really do, but you know, I'm being brave at the moment. I'm being brave because I got this thing with my hands touching meat sometimes, but you know, I'm a chef, so got to do what you got to do. So here we are, because we want this meat, baby. We got all the meat in here. I'm gonna add a little extra seasoning. I'm gonna season a little bit of seasoned salt, just a little bit, less than a tablespoon. Gotta have herbs, gotta have it. So I'm gonna put a little Italian seasoning in it because I got to have it. I can't explain it, okay? And then I'm gonna put a little bit more of Cajun seasoning. Season from the heart, okay, you guys? Season from the heart. Realistically, taste your food. I want to stress that because people can tell, you can follow a recipe anywhere and it may not have enough seasoning in it for you. It may be too much or too little. So nobody can tell you how to season your food to your liking but you. So make sure you do that, okay? So make sure you taste your food. So you can listen to me, you can listen to all kinds of people, but your taste buds is your taste buds, okay? So here's the rest of this here. I'm gonna add the rest of this cheese. Y'all see that? That's the rest of the cheese there. And it's gonna cook all the way through. But again, if you wanna go ahead and mix up your noodles in the cheese sauce, do that. Do what you feel. There's no wrong way. Okay? Then I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese on top. Because I love cheese, y'all. For some of you who are following me on YouTube, you can also check out my Facebook page, Soulful Kitchen. Cooking is my passion. It is my life. I've always done it. I've been doing it since I was 9 years old. My grandmother had me in the kitchen cooking. For some of you who don't know, I am the oldest of now 13 kids. But I was the oldest of 10 kids for a very, very long time. And there was no choice but to cook in my household, okay? My grandmother took care of me, and I had to help in the kitchen. So cooking was the one thing that came naturally. I like to stress that. Cooking is something I can do with my eyes closed, and it's just too many rules in it for me. It's just too many rules. So right now I'm putting a little bit of paprika because I like color on top, okay? And put a little bit more Italian seasoning on top of this. I can't wait to show y'all the end results. Y'all gonna love it. Okay, I have the oven already preheated. On 400 degrees. I'm gonna let this go for about 20 minutes, but of course I'm gonna check it in between time. And make sure you do that as well. Make sure that you check your food in between time. Recipes, they change all the time. Sometimes they say, and then not only that, but your equipment. So let me school y'all. Your equipment, everybody's equipment is different. You may have an electric oven. You may have a gas oven. You may have a conventional oven. I don't know. So whatever you use, you have to make sure that you check your food because, unless you're baking something, because everybody's equipment is different. So I'm gonna put this in for 20 minutes and we'll be back. It smells so good in here, so good. Okay, here we are. That cheese has melted, all the flavors have settled in. An additional salt. Look at that, you guys. Look at that there. So I'm gonna make a plate and I'll show you my presentation. Look at this beautiful, beautiful dish. Now y'all know I just couldn't do the seafood mac. I had to do some asparagus and I had to do a lobster tail real quick. I just want y'all to see this. Look at this, it's creamy, it's cheesy. Oh my God, this is, look at that, you guys. Look at that cheese just clinging on there. Listen, listen, listen. This is the bomb. This is the dish that you want on your kitchen table. So again, I just want to say thank you for all the love and support, for following me and supporting. Peace.